Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. Please keep your eyes closed or close them if you've opened them. I want you to think of an acquaintance of yours who needs help, who needs hope. This could be a neighbor, a coworker, a volunteer. Gently open your eyes. Say their name out loud. And now, write their name in the chat as we all pray for them. Everyone joining us through Facebook and Instagram, you do so also. Feel all of the toughness and hope that you have radiating towards them. And hundreds of names are being shared. Lovely. In our last verse, we had focused on desire makes us feel smaller. Desire makes us feel we are most important and all else revolves around us. Dharma, that is selflessness, makes us feel bigger. That we are important, as is everyone else. The battle of desire and dharma is eternal. Yesterday was the 10th anniversary, a sad anniversary, for the war in Syria. And you have personalities that are directing themselves by desire, like Assad. And then you have others who are trying to think of the people. They're following dharma. More than 400,000 people have died in this war. And Syria is a smaller country compared to most of the countries that all of us are joining in from. Prince Arjuna, his purpose is to provide for his family. Provide what? Position, possession, pleasure. This is his justification about why to fight, why not to fight. When one lives only for the Pandavas or the family, that is exclusivity. That is not following Shreya, a word that we had studied earlier. Shreya means long-term thinking. Another way to define Shreya is maximum people. These are all different references for inclusivity. This is not black and white. And this is why we need scriptures to follow this script, to have wise people in our lives. They've engaged in the analysis. We have to reflect upon the same and then move forward. Who are the people that Prince Arjuna is trying to provide for? This is all shared in the next verse. Acharyah pitarah putraha tateva cha pitamaha matula shvashurah pautraha shala sambandhinas tatha. In the first quarter, teachers, that is Acharya, fathers, pitara, sons, putra. One of Prince Arjuna's teachers is Acharya Drona. And Prince Arjuna was the ideal student to Acharya Drona. And one of Acharya Drona's most favored students is Prince Arjuna. This is a tough challenge to face for both. Tateva cha pitamaha, and also grandfathers or grand caretakers, and this is Acharya Bhishma. Acharya Bhishma has looked after every personality on the Kaurava and Pandava side, starting with Dhritarashtra, Pandu, Vidura. This is Prince Arjuna's father. And now they're facing each other. Matulaha, uncles. Shashuraha, fathers-in-law. Pautraha, grandsons. We have come across all of these relationships already in verses 26 and 27. This is your reference. In terms of grandsons, reminding all of you of how awesome Prince Arjuna's family is. He is the student in Bhagavad Gita. His son Abhimanyu, he learned how to be awesome while in his mother's womb. I'd shared with all of you the importance of samskaras, of a prenatal education. And Abhimanyu is the product, the expression of that. And Abhimanyu's son, Raja Parikshita, the student in Srimad Bhagavatam. How we can appreciate this: parenting is systemic. Whatever I have, I share. Whatever I am, I share with my children. They with their children. And I shared in a recent workshop in terms of someone who abuses physically, someone who abuses themselves with alcohol, there's a higher propensity that their children will be the same way. And so if we really care for people, particularly the next generation, we should invoke peace to be able to evoke the same. You can't be a cranky caregiver and expect those around you to be cheerful. That's why we start in the morning, so you're cheerful right away. And the last quarter, Shalaha, brothers-in-law. These are all the Sambandhinaha. These are the relatives, and there are more classifications of relatives too. What's hilarious about this word? Syalaha. Syalaha in Hindi has become Sala. What does Sala mean? It does mean brother-in-law, but I see all of you smiling, correct? There's often no positivity associated with Sala for those in our Ramayana course. I hope you remember this. At the end of the Ramayana, one of the signs of Kali Yuga, or the age of distraction, is shared. And that sign is, when you seek advice, you don't go to a guru, you go to your Sala. And many do that, correct? Why listen to a guide? I'll just ask my brother-in-law. We will become more distracted. Prince Arjuna is sharing all of these specific relationships. And what Swami Tejomayananda highlighted, why he's feeling confused and afraid and sad, is that the older generation is going to have to perform the rites, the death rites, the antyeshti for the younger generation. That is not an ideal circumstance. This is very unplanned. Put yourself in Prince Arjuna's chariot. How would you feel? What would you do? From inspiration to application. Yesterday's application was you identifying the 3 dominant expectations that you have. Would anyone like to share? What are you expecting from your day, from your life, from the people around you? Wi-Fi. Love. To be liked. My efforts to come to fruition. Health. To be successful. To be allowed to sleep early. A really diverse group of seekers that we have. Here's the observation. If you're engaged in dharma or your responsibility, you cannot have expectation. Dharma is to lead to infinity. Tell me, where is infinity going to come from? Outside. It's going to be created. If one is engaged in dharma, their responsibility, you reward yourself by yourself. You feel quieter, more independent. My observation is the 3 general pools of expectation that we have: recognition, appreciation, and inclusion. Recognition, appreciation, inclusion. All of our expectations can be pooled into these 3. Your application for this morning. I want you to visualize someone who is close to you, who is younger, passing on. Someone who is close to you, who is younger, passing on. How would you feel if that happened? What would you do if that happened? Announcements. I enjoyed this morning a lot because when I went to post today's rad, I saw lots and lots and lots of comments from seekers who are part of the High Five Challenge, sharing on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please keep sharing. A seeker from California had shared how the High Five Challenge is helping him practice brahmacharya, which means all around discipline. Exactly. Keep sharing your qualitative observations. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be happiness.